Ball's taken out. Now which way to look. Oh, gee! A Geelong player's gone down behind the
Hello everybody, and welcome to the Sports Cooler, your weird and wonderful sports show.
It's gone very 90s commercial radio there.
Trying to mix it up, trying to get things going. No?
That caught me off guard.
Yeah.
That really caught me off guard.
Nice.
We haven't got time for banter today.
No, we do have time for banter. There's
time.
always time for banter.
There's too much sport to cover.
Okay, well we're not at the Brunswick Bowls Club.
We're not.
No, we're not.
We're at my lounge room.
We're in your lounge room, hence the echo.
It's going to echo if you echo. Does a duck's quack echo? Was that rumour? I don't know. They sorted that in QI, I think, once.
It does.
Oh, yeah, I think they did.
Of course it does. It's a duck, for Christ's sake. Anyway,
Yes.
I'm Andy Hayes.
I'm James Blackwell.
And you are listening to the Sports Cooler.
And watching, maybe.
And watching. Hello. Hello.
Probably do the plugs. Get the plugs out of the way.
Go for the plugs.
Website sportingmad.com.au. Lots of good articles on there. Continue to be lots of good articles on there each week. So thank you to our new contributors who continue to post a lot of content on there for us. Twitter is sportingmadau. Like us, follow us on there. Facebook profile is just sportingmad. Lots of content goes on there during the week. And also, this podcast will be available on iTunes at some point.
Yes.
No Audio Boom anymore? None of those?
I don't like them.
Okay, no SoundCloud, Audio Boom, we're done with those.
Yeah.
Until they sponsor us.
Yes.
And
Nice.
YouTube.
Nice. YouTube. Very important YouTube.
YouTube. Subscribe. Please
Yes.
subscribe.
All right. James.
Andy.
James.
Andrew.
James Thothermoo.
James.
I don't think that's your name.
No.
It's been a pretty
busy weekend.
I was going to say pretty big weekend, but
today's the news.
Today is the day.
Today's the news.
And we're a day late.
Yeah, we're a day late to the Sports School, which is kind of good because we've actually got this news now to talk about. The James Hird sacked, mutual parting of ways, as it's been reported in the media, from Essendon Bombers.
This has been a golden day for a story. It is beautiful. The reaction by social media is fantastical.
Long time coming.
Yeah, look, it is. There's a really interesting thing. I've been watching a lot today and been reading a lot today, and we've been fairly active on social media. I angered some people. He went out so he did his press conference today, and I'm going to say that he tried to play the martyr. Yep. And it really annoyed me.
I haven't seen the press conference.
Okay, so he came out and said the best thing for this club is for me to leave, and I'm leaving this club so the club can move on. And you know what? Yes, he is. Yeah. But he's also the one who put him in that position. Now I know there was other people, but all those other people are gone. Yeah. Bar him and the doctor, everyone is gone. Yeah. Now whether they took drugs, well, no, we know they took drugs. Whether they took illegal drugs or not is a question. Yeah. But he was still at the helm where he led this club into a questionable drug program. Yes. Now, that's one thing. Yep. For me, he probably deserves to go on that alone. Yep. But his coaching record is not great. He's
finals first year, wasn't it? And then
finals first year barely, but had Bomber Thompson behind him. Yep. Bomber Thompson played last year, did even better. Yeah. Hurd comes in this year. And yes, the WADA thing happened, and they got cleared, but they fell apart. Yeah, and they're 5 and 14.
Yes, so, 5 wins is all they've had.
Yeah, 5 wins, 14 losses, and the loss of the weekend was the ultimate thing. So take the drugs out of it. You're sacking him anyway.
Well, that's what my question is going to be: is why now? Like, I know there was a massive humiliation on the weekend,
and that's it.
But there's 3 games left to go in the season. Like, I can understand changing your coach now if there was still a chance for them to get into finals. They just needed that bit of momentum, that bit of push. But I think 3 games left.
It's so bad. The players apparently met at Joe Watson's house on Sunday night. So all 44 listed players went to Joe Watson's house. They obviously had a conversation and said something's got to give.
Because there's 20 of the players are out of contract.
Yeah, and look, and the biggest thing about this for me is, Hurd came out today and Little came out today and said it's all about the players. And that's fair enough. If it was all about the players, I think Hurd would have went a while ago if it wasn't all about James Hurd. Yep. Yep. Now, they have decided that they want him to go. They needed that breaker. And
that loss, was it?
It's yeah.
And they probably got a bit of...
He's ruined these guys' lives. Yeah. Right? Now, whether it's a questionable program, so nobody get too... jumpy on social media, but it's a questionable program. Yeah. Whether it's proven to be illegal or not is a different thing. But he has tainted these guys forever.
Yeah, they'll always be known as the Essendon
Essendon players, and I feel for them, and that's James Hurd's fault. Whether he wants it to be or not, it's his fault.
Yeah.
I like the background music we've got.
Yeah, she's probably thinking, saying, shut the
hell up. Mum.
Shut the hell up, you've been too loud.
That's alright.
Well, look, we're not an AFL podcast, and we could probably do a whole podcast on this. So
I could.
Yeah, I think we need to move on. There was other lighter stories from this weekend.
Yes. Which one would you like to go with? There's heaps.
Well, there was heaps. I think let's start with the golf. I didn't see it.
I watched every round.
The US
I don't have a life.
USA PGA.
USPGA. Jason Day
scored a golf goal in the last minute.
Scored a golf goal. Jason Day. He has been the bridesmaid for a long time. He played beautifully. He didn't just play; he commanded the golf course.
Yep. Cried a little bit, welled up a little bit, showed how to. Win.
Look, he's been second and third and fourth and ninth. He's been in the top 10, I think, in the last 9 to 10 majors. And that's pretty impressive for a guy that's only won 5 tour events. That's pretty impressive stuff. And his golf was brilliant. Now, I've made a couple of apologies on this show. It's what I do.
Yep.
It's my thing. Go hard, pull back.
Pull back a little bit.
Jordan Spieth. It has been said on this podcast that I would not be his favourite.
You're not his favourite fan. You're not his biggest fan.
Biggest fan. Yeah. But he was all class, and I have said on multiple times that he's a bloody good golfer.
We'll have to check the audio on that.
I have said he's a bloody good golfer.
We'll check the audio.
I just said I didn't like him as a particular person, but he showed that he maybe has a little bit of class. Last minute putt, Jason Day put in about a 35-foot putt. He only had he had 3 shots to win.
Yeah.
He hit it. It was within 2-3 feet, and Jordan Spieth, as the ball was rolling up, gave him a thumbs up and a well done. And I think that's pretty classy. So congratulations to Jason Day.
Yes, I think while we're congratulating, before we offer the Aussie Diamonds, big congratulations, beating the Kiwis, the New Zealand Ferns.
What are they called? The Ferns? Silver Ferns?
Silver Ferns, yeah.
Silver Ferns.
In the Netball World Cup final.
Tight game. They went out to a huge lead.
Yeah, went out to a huge lead, and then New Zealand pulled it back. But it was always those two teams were going to be in the final. I think it was always expected.
Did you watch any of the World Cup?
I watched a couple of the games.
Did you see the size of the Jamaicans? Those forwards are like 15 feet tall.
I think all of them. That those girls. It's like AFL that you have to be a certain type of athlete to play elite level.
They're like rugby sized.
Yeah, but look, congratulations. I think the story that's come out today was that the pay was actually awful. That men's netball players get paid more than female
netball players.
Men netball players get paid.
You sure more. It's netball players? Does Australia have a men's netball team?
Yes, yeah. There's a national men's netball team, but they
really
they're amateur and they get paid more to play in tournaments than the women.
Okay, well that's a disgrace.
The women get. I saw it on Sunrise this morning. $400 a day allowance. Sunrise is dubious sources, I know.
Did Kashi tell you?
Yeah, $400 a day allowance for food and accommodation. And I think that's
pretty incredible.
Absolutely shocking.
That's for a team that's won 3 World Cups in a row, won the Commonwealth Games, won a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
They're the only people making money in netball. That men's team surely doesn't make any money.
Yeah,
I didn't even know they existed until 2 minutes ago.
Now, yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
I will say that the World Cup was awesome.
Yeah.
Netball as a sport, I don't...
It's aggressive.
It is hugely aggressive. There's a lot of elbows. It's very elbowy.
Yeah.
But I don't... The referees, I don't know what they do.
No.
They blow the whistle a lot. Nobody seems to care. They play advantage a lot.
Look, it's a bit like...
I just don't understand it.
It's a bit like AFL, but without the kicking, let's be honest. AFL there's a lot of ball in the air, a lot of people catching the ball, standing still, and a referee blowing a whistle and running around.
It's like wing advantage, offside, 3 feet, advantage goal. I'm like, I have no idea what's going on, and all I can hear is a whistle. I need to get into it because I like it.
Yeah, I get confused by the positions that if you're in a position, you've got to stay in your area.
Yeah, you can't come out of the zone.
You can't come out if you come out of your zone,
it's
your
a free
area.
kick.
And I was like, well, why? Just give more numbers.
No, because then Jesus, settle down. He's angry. Then it's basketball, I guess.
Well, it's not because you're not bouncing it.
Yeah, but still.
And you haven't got a backboard.
No, but then you've just got one person who's really fast. You just give them the ball and they run. Well, maybe not. You're not allowed. Okay, I haven't thought this through.
Yeah, because you still can't run in basketball because that's travelling.
Yeah.
So, you can still have some. I just think give people numbers. Let them play where they want, though. It seems like maybe unfair.
Maybe
you just. Square pegs, round holes sometimes.
Oh,
Let's move on.
Can we just stop for a second? Give hail to your man bun. The man bun is back.
It is back. It wasn't back by choice. I was just cooking some dinner earlier on, and my hair was in my eyes.
Yeah, and you haven't shaved.
I had a trim.
Hair stooped.
If you ever look at last week's video compared to this
you are
week's
hairy.
video,
I've
had a trim because my wife came home on Monday night last week and there was a brand new trim in the box. She was like, use it.
I told you. Neck down.
Neck down. Pretty much what I did. She was like, no, face. Sort your face out. I was like, but you can see the wood from the trees.
Hansel and Gretel are back. Okay.
You've got something here about IOC water quality in Brazil.
Yeah, so I went in a bit of a rant, 2 weeks ago about the IOC being as corrupt as FIFA.
Yeah.
And Brazil got the World Cup, and then they got the Olympics, and it was at a time when they potentially had money. They have no money now.
Yeah.
Now, the water quality. So for the open water swimming, the canoeing, the not the kayaking, the sailing, any of those water events that take place in the open ocean, if you will. I was watching something the other day, and they've come up with a stat, and they're pretty sure it's true. If you go, I don't have it in front of me, but if you go into this water, there is a 99% chance that you're going to get a virus.
Wow.
Right? And that includes, I don't have the notes in front of me because the internet's not working, but hepatitis,
that's
ringworm, and there was something else that was just as bad.
That's pretty
and
bad.
The Americans went down there a couple of weeks ago for a competition in the rowing, and out of 20 people, 14 of them got stomach bugs. Then a guy came out from the Brazilian sailing team and said, the water's not great. This week alone, I've seen 4 dead bodies. And if you see any of the pictures, it's disgusting.
Yeah.
And now the Brazilian government has no money to fix it.
To sort it out.
There's not enough time, and the IOC is giving them leeway to say, well, don't worry about it, and then giving money to the teams or the countries to dose their athletes up to the eyeballs so they don't get sick. And these athletes are going to have to go and play in this water, and they will because they deserve to.
Yeah.
But it's disgusting.
That's
4 dead bodies, for Christ's sake. 4 people are floating face down.
They've got 11 months to...
I mean, what happens if they're doing the open water swim and there's just a corpse that swings by? Like, think about the logic of this. Anyway,
jump on it.
So that's what that was. Just 99% chance that these athletes are going to get ill, and that's just disgusting.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Like, there is a 50% fecal matter content of the water. I say no more. I hope you're not eating breakfast if you're listening to this. But there's going to be shit in the water.
Like, there's probably shit in every bit of water.
Yeah, but not like actual chunks. Not actual chunks. Anyway.
With a tampon stuck to your face.
Yeah. Oh, look, you know what? I'm going to post some pictures. So if you're listening to this, go to our Twitter feed. Go to our Twitter feed, and I'll post some pictures of the water, and it is manky.
Okay.
It is disgusting. Anyway, so that's what that was. Now,
you're committed.
Tell me about... I want to know about Keegan Hurst.
Tell me about Keegan Hurst. Yeah, something, again...
Never heard of him.
He is a British rugby league player.
Okay.
And he has come out over the weekend. He said he's separated from his wife and no longer wants to live a lie, and he's the first professional rugby league player, a British rugby league player, to come out as gay. An Australian guy did it in '95 while he was still playing.
Oh wow, really? Okay, I didn't know that.
But he's the first active. He's 27 years old, 28 years old, and he's. I think it's a fantastic thing. But
it is, but it's. I mean,
like it's a surprise. There was the openly gay NFL player just last week has taken a sabbatical from the sport because after he came out last year, he said he just couldn't
cope with it
being on the locker room and being and the fans. He said that initially there was a lot of positive feedback on social media and that, and this is the same as Keegan Hurst has got. People are saying very brave, and it's a long time coming. That there's obviously going to be more.
In America, though, there's a lot of hillbillies.
But
there's a lot of hillbillies in some of these teams.
You look at where rugby league is dominant in England. It's all Northern England, and I think it's great, and I think there's still a long way to go.
Oh, it's fantastic. I mean, someone has to break the mold, right?
Yes,
someone has to do it. But you just wonder,
a lot of players tend to wait until after they've retired before.
Yeah, sure.
They come up it's just the way
Didn't
that
John Fashion do that, or did he never come out?
it was Justin Fashion.
Justin Fashion.
Yes, his brother who ended up
Probably shouldn't out a person who's not gay,
but who ended up killing himself because of it.
Yeah, that's true.
Look,
I think we've come.
we've come.
You hope we've come a long way from there.
I think we have, but there's still an awfully long way to go because while people can be as accepting as you like, I think crowds, once you get that mob mentality, someone makes a gay slur of some kind and it catches on, and it's not a environment that is going to be good for someone's mental health. And
no,
I think,
it's not good.
But there's still a long way to go, and I think hopefully, as you said, break the mold and more people will follow suit.
If he scores a try, can he do jazz hands?
That's a bit homophobic, isn't it?
No. That's just showing the crowd I'm proud.
Yeah,
Maybe he can't dance though. Maybe you can't dance. That's homophobic. Good lord, man.
My phone is vibrating like a mother over here.
Okay, well, don't look at it. Okay, we're on a video, for God's sake.
It might be Twitter feed or something. We can have a live Twitter.
I don't think we've got that.
No.
Okay, anyway, moving on.
I got a brief note there saying that, announced today the Hawkeye's going to be used in the Rugby World Cup. Probably...
Moving on.
Okay, we're moving on. Move on.
Otherwise, we're going to have a debacle like we had last week.
All right. What time is it, Andy?
It's about 13 minutes past 7.
But what time is it?
Oh, I see where you're going now.
What time is it? You told me to move on.
Oh, yeah, it's true. It's time for Clown of the Week.
Okay.
I'm just mixing it up. I'm mixing it up today.
I didn't like that one.
No?
Didn't like that.
I didn't know where I was going with it.
You caught me off guard.
It came out before I realised where I was going with it. I didn't know if I was going to go with a bit of a German accent.
Oh, German, okay.
But I didn't.
Yeah.
That wasn't my German accent. I don't think. I don't believe. 2 candidates.
For Clown of the Week.
Yeah. I mean, I think it... We'll mention... You mention your one first.
Yep. So my one is Chris Maston, West Coast Eagles player. He's allegedly done a Luis Suarez impression and has bitten Freo player Alex Savani. Look, if this was a soccer game, a football game, this would be all over the papers.
Soccer ball would not have this, yes.
It would be all over the papers and it would be a massive issue. I didn't see anything apart from a few column inches.
So the only reason you didn't see it today is because the news of James Hird broke last night.
Yeah,
and plus the AFL has just announced a $2.5 billion 6-year TV deal.
Yeah,
gone off the papers. Yeah. But I do listen to a fair bit of radio, and he is getting fairly slammed for it. They're talking about
it's going to the tribunal this evening
tonight, right? Probably as we do this.
Yeah.
So 6 to 8 weeks they're looking to give him.
Yeah,
and look, it was a nibble. But there's actually no footage that you can see. I mean, there's no footage that the TVs have shown us to say that he's done it.
You just can't do it. It's alleged.
Alleged at the moment. Alleged. So that's why he's not winning Clown of the Week this week.
I'm just saying that if
he's not winning it because it's alleged.
I don't like your one. I think that he's old news, and
it is old news. But
whatever he's done this week, he's still in the news because of the opposition. Other players on tour come out, but you go and you put forward your case.
Well, mine is hard to look past, and most people will say it's an overreaction, but I don't think it's an overreaction. And I'll tell you why. Yeah. Is Nick Kyrgios. Now he's already a winner of this award.
He's won it multiple times.
I reckon he might have. I reckon we may have to rename this the Nick Kyrgios Award. So obviously everyone's heard he made a statement on court to Stan Wawrinka saying, "My mate's banged your girlfriend. Yeah. Sorry to tell you, mate." Now, first of all, that's stupid. Grow up and get a better sledge.
Yeah.
If you're going to sledge in tennis, don't do it on the microphones, by the way. Just a simple thing.
Someone mate, screw your mum. Your mum.
Get your mum involved.
Yeah.
Always your mum
jokes. Yeah. Always your mum jokes.
Why are you so fat? Because your mum keeps giving me cookies.
Yeah.
That kind of sledge.
Yeah. Why were you late?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know, your mum's demanding.
Yeah.
Plenty of that. So what I'm nominating him from Clown of the Week is not a stupid sledge and not the fact that he sledged, because I'm okay with that. His hair is fairly awful.
Stupid hairdo.
You see, you're writing this.
He looks like Bebop and Rocksteady from the Turtles.
You're writing this for me. Yeah. But why I'm calling him a clown is because he brought that poor girl into it.
Yeah.
And she has a right to live her life without it being on a microphone. Yeah. And his mate Kokonakis didn't have anything to do with this.
No.
Right? If Kyrgios can't handle himself, then sort himself out.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I'm broadening the scope. It's going to the Kyrgios family.
Just his brother.
Because his mum's come out and said, "You're just a bunch of moaners, leave my son alone," and then deleted her Twitter account. So she's clearly not a great influence on him.
Yeah.
And then his brother's come out
and had a rant on
TV
or something.
He had a rant on TV, but
they cut him off, didn't they? And then
they also on SEN said that they sent him a text a couple of months ago when Kyrgios was doing well, and they said, "You want to come on the show?" And he said, "Oh, my throat's a bit sore." And they said, "Oh, okay." And he goes, "But if you chuck me a few thousand, I'll be able to do it." And they basically wrote back,
go and do one.
Get effed. Yeah. Thanks very much. So so it's not for just the sledge, it's for the fact that he is a clown. You compare him to Jason Day or Matt Jones or Cam Smith playing in the golf, and you've got different people.
But then let's
even Kokonakis. Nothing wrong with Kokonakis.
Let's compare him to Bernard Tomic, though, who's worse.
At the moment, Kyrgios.
Yeah.
Bernard Tomic doesn't generally get involved with fights on court. It's his dad who punches people.
Yeah.
Anyway, we've gone too long. So I'm making an executive producer decision.
I don't agree.
Well, tough crap.
I think it's a tie.
No, it's not a tie.
I think
Nick Kyrgios.
I think Chris Maston is lucky.
He nibbled on a wrist.
You can't bite on a field. What example is that said to kids?
Kyrgios said something about some.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I totally agree.
Enough. All right, we'll jointly do it. Yeah. Nick Kyrgios, you're the winner. Okay, James.
Yes.
Now we're running behind.
We are running well behind.
Okay. So we started a new segment on Monday on the website.
Yep, 5 things we've learned.
5 things we learned. Just a little short thing that we've learned from the weekend. Your 5 that you've written down here are completely different to the ones I put on the website, but we'll go with it anyway.
Well,
Get through them. You've got 2 minutes.
I just started typing away. I'll
give you 3.
So my first one.
Twice nightly, whitely.
Most people want to understand.
Oh, numbers and letters, whatever they call it down here. Stupid name. It's Countdown, for Christ's sake. Mind you, that's a supermarket in New Zealand.
It is.
Yeah, so to all our New Zealand listeners, which we have some.
We have some.
Yeah.
Anyway,
go.
about New Zealand listeners. First one is Sir Richie McCaw. He may as well be Prime Minister of New Zealand. After the weekend, he become the record international test cap winner.
Taken from the great
Brian O'Driscoll. I put a thing on Twitter.
I liked it.
I think that it would have been nice. They had all this presentation for Richie, and it would have been nice if they invited Brian O'Driscoll down to present something and say, well, like, Brian O'Driscoll's retired, so he's not going to add to his cap. Say, well done, Richie, you broke my record. Here's a little something from him or the Irish Association or something,
Yep, that was good. But Richie McCaw was good in that match as well.
Yeah, he was cracking.
Speaking of that match,
the status quo was resumed after last week's little blip. New Zealand just steamrolled Australia.
Yep,
just absolutely.
So that was number 2. Number 3.
Number 3. Having a ladder or a table of the EPL after 2 weeks is just ridiculous. People are already reading. Like there was today that Mourinho has now dropped to be one of the favourites to be sacked because they've only got 1 point from 2 games and they sit in 17th position.
No, so I will say that 2 weeks in, I don't know if he's in line to be sacked because of results. He's been in line to be sacked because he's being a bit of a knob.
Been a bit of a knob to his medical team.
Well, he sacked her. She's gone, isn't she?
No, she's just been reduced role.
But his behaviour, fake goals, all this kind of stuff.
And after the 3-0 saying that it was a fake result, that it's not.
It's just ridiculous. I know he's the master of PR, but sometimes he might just be a bit of a goon.
I think when he was in the EPL last time, everyone was like, yeah, he's pretty cool, he's pretty snazzy, but he just seems to have gotten worse, and you can see kind of what the Real Madrid fans got sick of.
Oh, yeah. So I think he's got this season. He may leave at the end of this season. If not, he's got one more. Number 4.
Australia aren't as bad at all sports. But they generally suck at some of the ones they used to be really good at. Cricket, they suck at now.
Rugby,
they don't. Well, they suck again.
Yeah, they do.
Quade Cooper, what's he doing?
Oh, fantastic! Wasn't that goal? He single-handedly lost them the game.
Yeah,
he just couldn't get his shit together.
Can't get his head. Can't get his head on. But the Australia, they always put themselves out and always believe that they're the best at every sport that they try. And
they pump a lot of money into it.
Yeah, but it's kind of good that they're having a bit of a reality check. But they are good at netball at the moment.
Very good.
Well, very good at netball.
Very good at hockey.
But when you're one of only 2 teams who can win it, how good are you?
Well, they're very good at field hockey, both men's and women's. They're amazingly good. Yep. So, but the cricket and the rugby's gone.
Yeah, no longer the dominant.
And number 5.
Women's AFL, the ratings winner on the weekend, Channel 7. Melbourne Demons against the Doggies.
Yeah.
And they had more viewers in metropolitan Melbourne than the Essendon Adelaide game.
145,000 people in Melbourne tuned in, 175,000
nationally,
and more than it was on. I think they were, I might have got it wrong, 145 for the women's game, 175 for the actual men's game. 30,000 extra turned in to watch the men's game. It's nothing.
Yeah.
So congratulations. Hell of a game. Jesus, they hit each other. It was proper brawls.
Well, look, it's kind of good because I wrote an article probably about a year ago saying that they need to do more focus on the women's AFL play, have them before men's games to try and have a bit of a showcase the game, and they're saying that up to 6 teams could be in the comp next year. I think it's
good. Yeah, they're getting in the comp. All right,
women's revolution.
It is. It's good. Viral story of the week. We're only going to go with one, and it's the top one.
It's the top one.
It has to be.
It has to be. Like, if you haven't seen it, where have you been? As Andy said a couple of weeks ago, you've been living under a rock. You rock there. It's the rock. The All Blacks teamed with Air New Zealand to do a safety video to the Men in Black theme song. You got Dan Carter and Richie McCormick. You've got quite a few other international rugby players as well. Martin Johnson's there. There's Argentinian legend. There's an Australian.
David Campese in there. Look, it's a cracking video. If you Israel Dag, what have you done, sir? You reckon you'll look back and regret it?
But rapping.
Yes. I mean, rapping in videos. Apart from John Barnes, if you're not John Barnes, you cannot rap in a sports video.
I liked it. I'll be honest. I thought it was pretty cool.
I don't know.
I think Stan Walker kind of ruined it, but he was still...
But he's the only one who can sing.
I think they should have just left it to the All Blacks to do it.
Maybe they couldn't get enough volunteers.
I would have loved to have seen Tony Woodcock up there rapping it.
And there's a big white rapper.
Kieran Reid.
Yeah.
Get him, man.
Mind you, what's big hairy dude?
Brody Vitalik.
No. Big white guy. Oh, it's eluding me.
Sam...
Whitelock. He could do it. He's hairy. It would work. Okay, now I am...
Looking forward to.
I have no idea. I've been so flummoxed this week by everything that's gone in the first 2 days.
Cracking.
I guess I'm interested to see if the Essendon players after today will get up at the weekend. They're playing the Gold Coast. I'll be interested to see how they go and whether a weight's been lifted or whether they're just shattered.
Yeah.
We'll see. What about yourself?
A couple of things.
Okay.
I am getting back into the Premier League now. I'm getting excited about it. But big one, for me being a Man United fan, we're back in the Champions League tomorrow morning.
Oh, we are too.
Wednesday morning.
Forgot about it. Is that third qualifying round or something?
Third qualifying round against Club Bruges.
Oh, Jesus, that's not good.
It's a tough tie.
It is.
It's tomorrow morning, Wednesday morning. So when this probably goes to air, the result will be... Or the first leg will certainly
be on
TV?
TV?
It's on SBS and ESPN's.
All right. Well,
so
maybe I'll get up and watch that. I've got to get up early tomorrow, so...
Yeah, look, it's that's what I'm looking forward to.
Okay. So I think, that's not bad. I had no thought of that. Okay. Now, quickly... We made someone happy on Sunday.
We did. We had our first ever competition. We had a couple of tickets to give away to the AFL Richmond Gold Coast game on Sunday, and put it through our social media. And first winner was Lara Hintz.
Yes,
she took her family to the game.
She did.
Kids go free on a Sunday, so
I hope they were Richmond fans, because if you're a Richmond fan, it was a great day. If you're a Gold Coast fan, not too much.
I think they were neutrals. They just enjoy a good game of footy, so they were
good on them.
A couple of tickets to the footy.
Congratulations, and so keep an eye out on social media. We're going to have some more comps running in the next couple of weeks.
Yep, and and hopefully we'll go from there. And talking about competitions, the EPL Fantasy League is going really well.
Yeah,
it's getting really competitive at the top.
It's bloody competitive.
People
are getting into it on social media. I'm liking it.
Yeah.
People aren't happy when you're putting out ladders early.
Yeah, I know. I put one out today a little bit too early, and I was like, hold up.
What you saying? He was saying, don't worry, I might not be on top of the league.
Yeah,
and I don't think he is.
And it was like, I got in this morning, like all the numbers had been sorted out, but the ladder just hadn't been rectified. So
James, it was a quick show, but a full show this week.
Full show, packed full.
Can I sing us out?
Sing away.
No, I don't want to.
Have you got a little jingle for the plugs? Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click here.
Yeah.
Follow us on social media at sportingmad.com.au. That's not .com.au. That's the website. Twitter is at sportingmadau.
Yep.
Facebook is sportingmad. Maybe next week we should do a Men in Black rap for the...
Here come the Men in Black.
Oh, here come the Sporting Mad. Follow us on Twitter.
All right. Thanks, folks. Have a good week. I'm Andy.
I'm James.
Goodbye.
Gotcha.